Oh, welcome to ShadowMeTarot. Thank you again for joining me. Hey, look at that. There's like already a hole in this. This is a new, this year new release, but it's not like a new release like was released yesterday. But this is a really gorgeous deck. Just the pictures that I saw online. So I was like, I need to get this one. This is medicinethebrand.com. Oracle of Great Mystics. What a beautiful box. Very soft. I expect these cards to feel that same way. Written by Mona Moon and illustrated by Myths in Art. It has a nice little guidebook. Ooh. You are light, you are love, you are a blessing. All right, and that is Oracle of Great Mystics. And this must be the co-founders of medicine. All right, so let's take a look at this. Oracle of Great Mystics. And I bought this on Amazon, so I'll leave that link. It's by Earth Moon Magic. It was published in 2022. So we're going to put this under a new release. The table of contents here, it looks like it just goes how to use the cards, and that goes right into an alphabetical list of the cards themselves. Let's see if we see any spreads in here. No. There are no spreads in this guidebook, but it's nice that the we'll go ahead and read one of these. But the cards themselves feel very nice. If you have like a they feel like the Tulku Oracle, or like the they feel similar to the Dark Mansion Tarot deck. Some of the Halloween decks I've felt are kind of like this kind of like soft matte finish. All right, so it says The Gift here is the name of this artwork, and it says medicinethebrand.com/gift. And this, they do probably sell their artwork. It is beautiful, beautiful artwork. You know, it's that gift right there that I see so many images. Like if I'm looking at it from far away, like in the camera, like I am now, I'm like, wow, that kind of like looks like a face. I can kind of make out a face and all the redness and the darkness and the lightedness. A face that might be like holding something, or that's a very interesting image. Anyway, moving on. The Abundant Tree of Life. Shade those beneath you, inner strength and knowledge. And there really is so much to that image. Let's try to zoom in here. So I just want to kind of notice, I turned up the brightness on this. So the cards themselves actually absorb quite a bit of light. That's how matte finish they are. This light is on full blast, and there's no shine or reflection on the cards. So it like eats light. So this says Abundant Tree of Life, and there's a man's face. Almost looks like two faces. One pointed upward, one kind of pointed downward. The root system looks like it's protecting some sort of a bed or something in there. Very interesting image though. But it says, shade those beneath you, inner strength and knowledge. And it says, all my ancestors, an assembly of minds, ever watchful. Boy, that feels like angels got my back, or all my ancestors have my back. I'm going to read it because I am called to. It says, an assembly of minds, ever watchful. We have changed. We have stepped beyond the veil, that veil of life and death, and into something entirely new. Our souls continuing as our bodies fade. Whether a wrinkled face or a wild animal, we change shape with each new life. We are scattered across the world, separate and united at once. We are the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and all the creatures of the jungle and the forest. And in this reality, you will always feel the love of those whose lives have led to yours. We wear our lives in our skin, allowing us to see past experiences in our wrinkles and scars. We see you within us before you are born, and you see us in you after we are gone. You may consult us for advice and comfort, or take comfort in what we have taught you. We are near, and we see you, looking down on you, though you are not beneath us. Renewal. Those we love do not just disappear, they love us, and we loved them. It is not people we remember and miss, but feelings. We miss how people made us feel, from a grandparent's burbling pots of love and comfort to their words of wisdom. We crave how those cares could make us feel safe and happy. Do something now that reminds you of that feeling. Recreate a dish or retell a story you were told. These elders may not have been your ancestors in blood, but their knowledge was passed to you, and you will pass it on. All right. Ancestral Ghost. An elder's arrival, the retaking of time. Artist. Innovate and create, inspiration, interpret, and know. I'm going to be honest, I don't like the font. It's very difficult to read. It almost looks like, it's almost like, it is like calligraphy. And I don't like to read calligraphy. People can barely read cursive these days. But I'm kind of a practical person. I don't care if it's looks pretty. I want to be able to read it. I want to be able to read the message. Some people maybe don't want to be distracted by it, but yeah. Black cat. Ill luck, confusion, and prosperity. See, I can't read it. I don't like that. That's a problem for me. It says ill luck, confusion, and prosperity. Okay, so it is what it is. It looks like an Egyptian cat, right? Like a very honored cat. Body, mind. Intelligence's sharp edge, strength from within, physicality. I don't know if I'm really resonating with these cards. I like the pictures. I love the artwork and I'm just like, I'm only 5 in, so we'll get to the interview and see what we feel. But the cards themselves are gorgeous. They really have a nice feel to them. They bend nice. They're beautiful artwork, beautiful colors. This one says connected family, power in the blood, attend old relationships, look for old things in new places. I feel like this is an ancestry deck. Connected spirit, touch of life, memory. I get a very high priestess vibe from this. I get a Gemini vibe from this. I get a past lives vibe from this. I get a lot of ancestral kind of. I'll probably add this to my past lives deck, like the decks that I use for past life readings, for sure. So that says touch of life, memory, coven of enlightenment, strength in camaraderie, ascension through others. That really feels like church. Kind of how I feel. Like I don't really go to church because it's overwhelming for me. But that strength and that camaraderie, that ascension through others, there are certain energies that I have felt in certain churches that almost like lift you off of the ground, ascend you to a whole other place, put you in the vortex, put you into alignment. And we're all comfortable with it in different ways. But I just notice it there. But that's that coven of enlightenment. Kind of feels like there's a space of enlightenment that you can kind of, I don't know, I've experienced in a church setting, I suppose. But that's just what that reminded me of. Ascension through others. Group prayer feels like that, I guess, too. Dawn of grace, new beginnings, the haughty self. That's a very, like, sexual card, right? That feels like a very sexual card, like a hot, passionate, romantic, sexual relationship. And we have desired pleasure, seduction, comfort, and partnership. And they have the masculine and the feminine, the fire and the water. Interesting. The druid, advice through the past, alchemy, and nadir. Is that right? Yep. Alchemy and nadir. I don't know what nadir is, but if you do, please write it in the comments below. I love learning new stuff. And just a shout out to all of those of you who do comment. Thank you so much for your comments. I do try to respond as often as possible. I haven't had as much time recently to get to your comments, but I will be soon. But I do appreciate them all. I do read them all. And I'm so grateful to all of you. This is egregore. Look to the beyond, answers in others. Interesting. Empty nest, solitude, and end of instruction. Enchanted forest, wonder surrounds you, mystery is near, find refuge in adventure. You know, this is it is an interesting picture, because anytime I go out into the woods or the mountains, like especially around here, we have pretty big tall mountains, and I always think of like they're just sleeping dinosaurs underneath there, right? I used to think that as a kid too, that the mountains were just giant sleeping dinosaurs that they could stand up and shake the dirt off at any moment. Or they're like giant turtles, like what you would see in that movie, The Never-Ending Story. So looking at this picture, I'm like, gosh, you know, you see kind of like the mushrooms in the valley, and this is probably like a stream, but then you kind of see like these images of like these people that are super tall in relationship to these dogs, and I don't know, the mushrooms are really big in relationship to the dogs. Like, just everything is disproportionate, right? And there's like layers and fog, and almost this looks like a cave. It looks like there's like people in there with hats on, but it's almost like when you're in a dark forest and I always kind of think of like everything that was there before. I do really very much feel like an ancestral feeling with this, like how your ancestors are walking with you, like that Maya Angelou quote of your 10,000, the 10,000 before you. This is the first goddess, strength and solitude, the divine feminine, pleasure and pain. Fluid wave, adapt and repeat, settle into new roles, change. Found soul, connection, the other half, and the forgotten self, rebirth. And there's an infinity sign, and that just feels like such a soulmate card, right? It just feels like such a soulmate card. Goddess of compassion, the guiding hand and open heart. Gods of gratitude, mighty audience, masculine. Heart of gold, beating life, selflessness. Hermit, the inner journey, answers from enlightenment, prudence. Higher self, enlightenment, the Arison subconscious. Self-awareness. I can't read that. See, I really don't like that when I can't read it. Enlightenment, Oh, the arisen subconscious of self-awareness. Okay. Arisen subconscious. Inner wisdom. Unlearn the world. Ascension. Innocent child. Wonder and light. Innocence. Yes. Wonder and light. Intuition. The seeing eye. Insight and veiled motives. Liberated child. Hope and freedom. Lighten your heart. Possibility. Liberated witch. Knowledge from beyond interpretation, fortune, and chance. Light cave. Illusion and diversity. Multitudes within. Magical mystics. Research and spellcraft. Know the unknown. Interpret signs. Mama Gaia. Success in life cycles and family ahead. Harmony, beauty, and aging. Meandering river. Flowing energy. Open the stream. Mermaid of the moon. Tireless, unattainable treasure. Sacred kingdom. The hidden gate. A secret power. Sacred stars. Few from the many. Love from the beyond. Born from stardust. Storm. Tumult and change. Stay on the path. Sweet devil. Dark thoughts. Self-doubt. Balance. Unknown dusk. Struggle in twilight. Fade into darkness. Mysteries. Whispering wind. Patience. Gentle guidance. Uncertain actions. Wild witch. Grow with nature. Seek solitude and work. Wise witch. Kindness and comfort. The ageless moon. The womb of love. An elemental moment. Fertility. Your path of light. Follow and trust. Do not stray. Darkness encroaches. Your witchcraft. Spellwork and divination. Gather materials and revel. Step under the moon. This feels very Pisces. I'm going to be honest, like, the pictures resonate. I would even say, like, the words resonate. The pictures and the words together don't. So I almost feel like when I'm reading these cards, I'm either going to go with the picture or I'm going to go with the words, but I don't see both together very easily. This is definitely an interesting deck. I really do love the artwork. But I just don't feel myself using the messages in the artwork. The cards are a little bit large for my hands, but it's a smaller deck, so they shuffle nicely, though. But long ways. Oopsies, sorry. Long ways. These cards are a bit of a stretch. Kind of a stretch. Let's try sideways. See how they do. Oops. Well, they do nicely on the sides. They do nicely. They actually shuffle really well. think I'm going to flip them a little bit, mix them up. So we have some that are right side up and some that are upside down. I don't know why I'm doing this. Alright, so we are definitely going to interview this deck. Oh, they're just... I mean, if there were any more cards in this, I don't think I'd be able to shuffle it this way. What is the personality of this deck? What is your personality? That's too many cards. Spirit, they can have one card. What is the personality of this deck? What personality does this deck have? What personality does this deck have? What is the personality of this deck? Fluid waves, going with the flow, adapt and repeat, settle into new roles, change. So a fluid wave. What is your strength? What is your strength? What is your strength? Whoa. This one came out first and then that after. So we've got strength is gods of gratitude, mighty audience, masculine. So I do feel like there is appreciation of those who have come before us, who have paved the way for us to be here. Meandering river, again, this flowing energy. It says open the stream. So I almost feel like strength is connecting you with your spiritual family, into your heart and soul now. So that you are able, I mean, it's basically so that you can give knowledge from beyond, interpretation, fortune, and chance. And then at Magical Mystics, research and spellcraft, know the unknown and interpret the signs. So its strength is really divination. This is a divination deck. I definitely feel like this is a divination deck, and it's opening me up to my own guides. I feel like all of a sudden this is a very important deck. What is your weakness? 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 Oracle of Great Mystics, what is your weakness? What is your weakness? is your weakness? Body, mind, intelligence. Intelligence's sharp edge. Strength from within, physicality. So you cannot physically. Emptiness, solitude, and end of instruction. I just feel like it can't physically manifest anything for me. I mean, it says body, mind, and I just feel like it can't connect the body and the mind. There's nothing there to connect it. I feel like physical is where instruction ends. How will you help me to grow? 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 Tumult and change, stay on the path. So kind of when life is a bit stormy. So storm, intuition, the seeing eye, insight, and veiled motives. Then we have the goddess of compassion, the guiding hand, and open heart. Druid, advice through the past, alchemy, and nadir. Enchanted forest, wonder surrounds you, mystery is near, find refuge in adventure. And coven of enlightenment, strength in camaraderie, ascension through others. I feel like boy, this really does feel like a connected I just feel like there's just there's a huge connection to source, to your source and your ancestral source and your ancestral energy, your highest self. I feel like this is a really direct connection between the two, because the strength and camaraderie, ascension through others, I feel like its strength is to help to identify and draw close to you those energies that bring you to that spiritual ascension, that place of feeling so good and so in alignment that all that you ask for just willingly continues and comes towards you. This enchanted forest really makes me feel very much like the wishes, how big your imagination is. However big your imagination is, it can be given to you. Advice through the past, I just feel like, you know, it comes from having an open heart and being compassionate. I think more specifically with yourself, being honest with yourself about your own chaos that you've created, your own monsters that you've created, your own veiled manipulations or motivations. I mean, I just do feel like there's definitely an inspiration of connection and connection to source for this. When should I call on you for guidance? I don't feel like this is an everyday deck, but I think it could be for certain people. For me, I almost feel like it's too intense. But I definitely feel like if you're looking for working with your guides, discovering their names, their attributes, their archetypes, This may be a good deck to kind of work with, at least for me, I think. When should I call on you for guidance? 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 Egregore, look to the beyond, answers in others. I almost feel like I should call on this for guidance when there are questions, when I have unanswerable questions, right? There's certain questions in life that you can't have the answers to. You just can't. And so look to the beyond. The answers are in others. The answer, sometimes the event isn't for you. Maybe it's just for someone else. Oh, there's something else here. And the heart of gold. Beating life and selflessness. Okay. Well, I really feel like there are no answers, this is the deck to kind of go to. What is the best way to work with you? What is the best way to work with you? This feels like such a comforting deck, and I do feel like my 10,000 is behind this, right? What is the best way to work with you? What is the best way to work with you? Ooh. Found soul, connection, the other half, and forgotten self, rebirth. I just feel like this is a deck to come to when you're having relationship troubles with yourself, with your partner, with your family members, with your children, with your parents, with your cousins, with your brothers, with your sisters, with your community. I feel like this is this deck is connected. The pulse of all relationships. That's how I feel about this. I could ask about my twin flame as fluidly as I would about my next door neighbor. This is a very interesting deck. Yeah, what will our relationship be like? Oh wow, just right out. Mermaid of the moon, tireless, unattainable treasure. First goddess, strength and solitude, the divine feminine, pleasure and pain. And then, of course, the wild witch, grow with nature, seek solitude in work. So I just feel like this is just going to help me to grow myself and my own personal journey. So I'll definitely, I think this is a very interesting deck. I will definitely use this for past life readings, but I will also use this for my own journey into self readings for sure. Let me know what you guys think of this particular deck. I am very, very pleasantly surprised, actually. I think the artwork is incredible. I think there's a lot to be gleaned. Many messages from here. I enjoy it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day.